Alright, so, like, I feel pretty bad that I don't have, like, my computer, like, an actual computer working, because then I can go look at all the comments. Okay, like, I literally haven't looked at comments in, like, a very long time. Because most of them go into the spam folder, which are, like, usually the normal comments that YouTube likes to put in my spam folder for whatever reason. So, we're all gonna have to deal with this until Kevin evolves his technology. So, comments I did see on, like, I don't know, maybe the last video. Something about what is God. Okay, like, God is just a concept. It is an understanding of energy. Okay, plain and simple. It's an understanding of this. It's an understanding of uniqueness and self, galaxy, universe. Concepts of circled stuff. I mean, Rick and Morty, that cartoon. I've been liking a lot of stuff and watching a lot of YouTube videos and seeing a lot of this and that. That's why I've been liking them. But Rick and Morty's really interesting because they literally create batteries, which are universes that they can travel to via said portals or whatever. It's a dot that they walk into, which forms another dot, and they walk through a line to somewhere else. That's all it is. It's like the vein system I keep talking about with the light. So anyway, yeah, there's like literally an episode. I'll put the link here that you could watch to, like, you know, can't believe that exists. I think that was probably made in like 2014 or 15 or something, like a while ago. So interesting how that's been there. But it's in everything. I mean, that's not really helpful anymore for Kevin to convince himself. Like, if you take the Rick and Morty concept that you can create a battery, which is a galaxy, a realm of people who are then enslaved with money and jobs to create energy to power his car, where the people in that battery eventually learn how to create energy, and then they enslave the people of that galaxy with jobs and money to make energy. Like Rick must understand that he's in a battery where slavery exists to create energy for whatever. Yeah. And they have a lot of time in that. They have a lot of fun in that show when they slow down time. They stop time, and they have like a month of fun. It's just comical. Maybe that's what happens when you create cellular energy. Maybe time changes somehow. Again, that's what the character Deadpool symbolizes. Now, Deadpool has control over time. He has control over every little microsecond, and he can expend minimal effort or maximum effort to get out of a situation where, again, he's also like invincible, I guess, because if you have control over time, I guess you, I don't know, live. You just have to take care of your galaxy in the universe, which he doesn't, which is why he looks like a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Because in order to extract the God mode in him, they had to kill him. Thus, his light was leaving his body, but they did it in a way that controlled the oxygen. So it, like, that's why he got burned from the light. That's why he got fried in the first one. Anyways, the second movie that's coming out, apparently I saw the trailer. Cable is going to be in it. And Cable is what? A time traveler? So, like, again, I don't really know all that much about time travel and CERN, and, like, I don't really care too much about what people associate with God, because it's wrong, okay? God is a mathematical concept about creation, which, when understood by the elite, they put it in everything they do. I don't know, and maybe when you live and speak in truth, your life gets better. Because you're part of the slavery program, and they're trying to keep us down, but it's impossible because I don't know, we are one, and the more people know about it, the more we all know about it, and one day it'll turn on, and we'll just get it, and we'll see it, plain as day, clear as day, whatever the expression is. So, that's what I think is going on. So, yeah. We gave meaning to the word God for a reason, and are upside down, backwards, and flipped. Reality or illusion, we need to know how to decode the truth from that. So it's all about creation. It's all about, like, literally the luminaries. It's about, Genesis 1. But, don't take my word about that. And the gematria, okay? When you create stuff, and you're watching me. Cool. You put your own entries, you add them to the database. That's awesome. When you see them in things that I do, and you're like, oh, this is just meaning things, I got that this other way. Of course, we're all going to arrive at the same conclusions in our own unique ways, because we are unique. I'm not like the only person that will do this. Okay, when you wake up, you have to convince yourself that this is like what actually is happening. And I use, the gematria is a really good aid for that. It really, has a synchronicity with what's going on in my life and with how I feel in this weird cosmic biblical way that I never would have expected in a million years. Now, when you do the same thing and relate it to your own story, where you are your own savior because there's no one else, you are literally playing all the characters in your story, okay? Because you're here to learn a lesson about energy, I guess, and about God, and about, I don't know, that stuff, okay? So, my, hypothesis about all this. So, we can all do this, and it could be in a, fun way, where, you just see it for what it is. Now, how do we go about changing the current paradigm? That's why I keep saying, there are people out there who are better at other people at doing certain tasks, okay? We all have a job. We all have a purpose. We all have a mission. That's not mine. Mine is probably to do this, okay? Somebody else, or a collective group of people, or whatever, are better suited at doing that stuff, okay? So, I just like to show what, it's not like I created this. I created this from observations. I created this from a little bit of, math and a lot of assumptions, which I had to verify, which I think I have more or less over time, in a very interesting way, which has been my story, which doesn't need to be your story, okay? You can probably see these numbers in different things, in different ways, and then apply that to how you're going to deconstruct the cell and see what I see. But, I do think, again, the Mandelbrot set, okay, because the first, okay, it's on this, okay, first of all, what it looks like is like a heart here, and then it had, it's probably flipped, it's probably like a heart here, and then there's another one here, okay, but the heart here, it looks like two like this, and then this one's like this. Again, there's three things that look very similar to make the Mandelbrot set. Anyways, the bullshit, the bullshit, and the bullshit. You have to deconstruct that to understand the truth, okay? The 9, if the bullshit and the bullshit and the bullshit are here, the 9 is probably coming out of the page in your face. The truth is coming, probably literally out in your face. Depicted by this line, which represents the earth, which represents your illusion here, your experience, your soul experience in this human vessel with everyone else and the current paradigm. Maybe we are here to change the current paradigm. That is our job. Because this has been going on for far too long, and it's not going to be no one's going to save you except yourself. Okay? Now, whatever that means. So, analog to digital converter. All your senses come in as analog, get converted to digital to create your illusion. Your illusion is your two-dimensional screen that you, people only believe what they can see, right? So it is a two-dimensional screen with three-dimensional objects in it, 5D reality. And if you were blind, you would have a harder time interpreting your universe, but you would have probably a better way of understanding the digital aspect of reality, maybe. I don't know, because whatever that Bible quote is about if your eyes deceive you, cut them out or something. I don't know, whatever. So, like, we're all unique, okay? Your little ID cards and all that. You cannot classify a group of people by a country or by a whatever, a province, by a municipality. It's just stupid, okay? There should be freedom to travel in Earth during our experience here, okay? The little invisible lines of division that we have created everywhere not only inhibit true freedom, it creates just tension and division and what's it called? To make the story better, you need confrontation, you need chaos, you need whatever, an agent of change. So maybe they just bombarded us with enough chaos that, you know, it kind of woke us up to this agent of change that was required. Maybe that's what my little soul journey has been through. You know, I've gone pretty happy in my life to very not, and confused as to why, and been working on this whole getting back to what I had and improving myself, which led me to gematria, which led me to this. So, and number. And my knowledge of light. And just looking at things from a different point of view. Because Star Wars was my favorite movie, let's say. So, yeah. There's lots of points of view, guy. So, anyway, yeah. No, God is just an arrangement of characters and a mathematical representation of our Earth. Yeah. This is still the Earth. Okay? It's just broken down a little. It's all that is needed to create our illusion here. A lot can be learned from this. No, 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. What is 110? It's a line, and a dot. That looks like a plug. If you're from North America, at least. An outlet. So, your energy is defined by what you do with your time. Well, the time you have here. So, what's more productive? Constantly fighting each other? Constantly in survival mode? Salary, slavery mode? I don't know. Like, yeah, nothing's gonna change overnight, but like, it's pretty, yeah, pretty global, pretty sad if you think about it. So, you know, I do this because I want to be an agent of change. Being real, took a lot of convincing for me because, like, maybe since I'm the first one to, I don't know, stumble upon this on their own. I don't know, maybe not. This is my documented experience, but man, to think that you live in a free energy device of someone else's realm is a little batshit crazy, I'd say. But to convince yourself of it because you think that's the Ark of the Covenant, and you think you can utilize this information to create something in your reality to generate electricity to power all your devices so that your life can get a little easier, and then maybe people will realize and see that the control of the knowledge of energy is slavery, and that's what's going on here. So, alright? Like, let go of your straw man, okay? Like, the invisible circle that's surrounding your 8, it's not really there. So, You know, just as a point of view. But I hope, you know, we can all get along from here on out. Cheers.